Hello my friends, and big thanks to all subscribers and moderators, and also a big welcome to all the new members. So some really great news ahead, and I think it's going to be exciting that you can learn how to win a free reading. So let's start with some kind of like general info. So this is a general reading. So that means I don't want the freak out, hey, it's not catered to special me, it's just me, and not every detail of my life is being covered. Well, I'm sorry, sweetie, but this is a general reading. So how I do it, I kind of like focus on everybody of that sign, and also on their ascendant, also on their moon, and also on all the people who might be actually cross-watching. So plenty of people there, so two people of the same sign are never the same. Nothing really beats private readings, so just keep that in mind. Now, what I do suggest is, like, definitely, as I mentioned, to check your sun sign, check your ascendant, check your moon sign. And if you're cross-watching for somebody else, then also check the same, like sun sign, ascendant, and moon, and also their Mars. That's going to tell you their really attitude toward relationships and how basically this is like resonating at this particular time. Now, I really want to also say something else before I go to that great part that you're like waiting for, that this reading, like if you get a private reading, this is like on a double special. First of all, it's only $50, and second of all, you are still taking advantage of the speed up promotion. So it is about 7 days. I'm not going to guarantee exactly the same 7 days because sometimes I have the monthly readings, but within the 7 to 9 days you get the reading back. If it's a regular reading, you can upgrade it to Russian Urgent, but this is really up to you. So are you excited? Let's get to the fun part. And one on social media. So off you go. So guys, it's very simple. If you're being called to be a winner, you just basically from that nick you send, put your email, and that way we know it is you, and that's all you need to do. In the comments you give your email, and then you're contacted at that email, and that's all that takes. So there you go. So I hope to see you on Saturday on live reading, and not only one Saturday but many Saturdays, and many of you are present. So all you have to do is like, hey, I'm here, hi Kat, I'm in Toronto, I am in Arkansas, I am in Michigan. So all you need to do is just like announce yourself, and you have to be present when this is drawn. So this is kind of like a good start, especially for those of you who never had private reading. It's very therapeutic. I'm not fortune teller, I'm actually kind of guiding you through the process, and that's kind of like really easy for everybody, so nothing to be scared of. What I'm going to do the next is I'm going to explain to you how I came up with this Is Your Ex Coming Back spread. This is only for the people who are actually wanting their exes to come back. So I don't want to hear, I don't want my ex back. Just go to the different reading. It's all cool. If you have seen this, if you are a steady kind of like person here, just jump to the reading, see the timestamps below. It took me forever to find a combination of 7 cards that can actually work out and give me the information. These cards are taken from a different deck. They're called significators, and they're going to be identical to every single reading. They're kind of like telling me the category about what they need to know about this particular relationship between you and the person you're asking about. It is only for the people who are, as I said, looking for somebody and want to know more. The magician is going to tell me the quality of this relationship, if this is really a starter, if you cannot go in a different direction, and if this is going to happen. The temperance reversed is going to tell me what is off, what needs to be glued, what needs to be repaired. Is the situation right? Is the person right? What is wrong? And we are going to realize that. Then we have 2 significators. They are interchangeable, either or. You can kind of like pick one, you will see which one resonates more, and also the energy and the communication in between. The Judgment card is our karma card. It's going to tell me, hey, is this supposed to go on? What is supposed to happen here in between everybody? And what do we really need to expect? That's fine designating. And finally, we can make an educated guess to see where is this heading? Where is this going? But again, guys, I did tell you, private reading is private reading. It's only your energy that is involved. So let's start. welcome to your September. This is your Ex Coming Back series. So let's see what is in store for you. You have King of Swords, Six of Swords, another Six of Wands reversed, Two of Wands. We have Knight of Swords. Look at this, all fire and air, and that's kind of a combustive situation. And Ten of Swords reversed. So the worst is over, but this is definitely reaching the finality and the last phase, and the day is coming, and you're removing all the thorns. You kind of like fell in a thorny bush, and it hurts when you remove it, but it looks like all of them are just about to happen there. And there is the Karma card. Big changes are coming. So no amount of me talking can change the direction of something that is taking place. Look at that. It's actually really beautiful that what I'm seeing this. There's some kind of decision that has been reached. It could be that you're still talking to this person, but it's kind of like talk to my hand. Or they're really angry with you and you're kind of like feeling that anger in the situation. There is like this essence of that you know that you need to move on, but there is like somehow this amiss. What is amiss is that you're feeling being, having that lioness or lion sitting on the throne that has been taken away from you. It could be somebody who is a long distance and you're kind of like wondering about what world could have been if you were together, or even what are they doing. It simply kind of like shows that indication. Well, the only thing that kind of is a little bit of a concern to me is ego, or I mean, the ego is a thing that needs to be shed. It's like, why not me? Question that maybe you're asking yourself versus, oh, thank God, you know, this can happen. Because like sometimes we lose this much bigger picture, right? Just imagine if you're like dealing with something neutral that maybe doesn't mean anything to you, and somebody wants to sell you some kind of like swamp land, right? Instead of asking, why not me? Why didn't you want to sell it to me? It's not like better to kind of think, oh, my smoke, holy smoke, I dodged this one, right? And it's kind of like good that you're bouncing back on your feet, but it's kind of like seemed to be like, I mean, you were dragged into this whole situation, kind of like to do. So let's continue. Now I have Seven of Wands reversed, Nine of Wands. It's kind of like interesting how energy is like almost like culminating. I'm almost like seeing some kind of tornado, and it could be that you are also kind of contacted by this person and being told, like almost like being blamed on, being told how you basically destroyed their life, how you did something to them. And they're still, to some extent, will tell you they're looking at you, but look, that's really not true. These two people, they're two faces. They're looking in completely two different directions. And then we have Nine of Cups. And then Eight of Cups. So there we have something emotional. And Two of Pentacles. And look at this. The contract is over. Now this is really telling, guys, because look at how the shift of energy is going to happen somewhere down the road. It's kind of like somebody still saying, hey, come to me. I don't like this card in this deck. This card is like really telling me, look at how happy he is, and he's crossing his arms and putting this kind of legs in this power position. It's like, I'm so superior to everything. And it's kind of like some kind of caveat here for you, that you might lose yourself in some kind of like minuscule details, just like as I told you before, then seeing yourself in some kind of like much bigger picture where you would actually have to see yourself. And there's like this person who's there just to sort of probably assert control over you, because look, they are walking away. They're walking away. You either cave in into what they want. Look at it. You have these two mirroring eights over here. You either do what I say to do, or I'm off, kind of a thing, because they will try to sell you how their life is wonderful and how much you're missing. It kind of has this tinge of really self-absorption, and you guys really have to know when enough is enough, because look at him, he's wounded. He obviously has been a seasoned warrior, but this is falling here in the category, both of these cards is like talking about people kind of like falling down, and kind of like still the story is talking about them picking themselves up and going, right? With both of them being reversed, and that's in the category what needs to be glued. What are you fighting for? Again, it is coming back to you. It's coming back to ask you, why is it that you want that? This person has bad words for you. This person is emotionally blackmailing you as well. And on top of that, it looks like there's another person in this whole mix. And that's why certain things just kind of like couldn't work out. That's why the contract is over. And that's actually the biggest news of a day. And instead of like congratulating to yourself, you're kind of like feeling unappreciated. But let's see where is this taking us. And there it is, karma card, Ace of Swords. And it is you, but it's falling in this category of what needs repair. The Death card reversed. Wow. The Hermit reversed. Page of Swords reversed. Page of Wands reversed. Temperance. This is like massive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four majors, and I almost like considering aces like as half majors, because they're like sort of like the doorway to the minor arcana. But look at this. This is definitely you. It is telling you that you need fixing, and you probably need it. Like whether you feel down and kind of like taken advantage of, or you feel kind of like that there are like issues in kind of like this whole situation. There is like absolutely something here that you feel that you need to accomplish. This is a card of victory. It's not victory on your terms. It's victory on karmic terms. That something is happening. I do have to tell you, because look at that. It's kind of like finality. You're suffering more because of your ego. This is really calling for the death of ego. Death of ego. Try to remove yourself from that equation. Try to kind of like figure out that you are important, and that you don't need this person to kind of like pat you on the shoulder and say, hey, you know, you are important. You already know that. You don't need this person, and this person doesn't seem to be good on any kind of like level. Because look, they're like gaming you. I'm walking away, but they're spying on you and checking you out. It could be some huge level of immaturity that I see over here, guys. Huge level that needs to be balanced out, and certain things need to be placed in order, right time, right place, right person, and it's kind of like here missing a beat. Something is completely out of sync, but the lesson is much bigger for you than it is for them. It's way bigger for you. It's much more at play. It is like a karmic thing over here. Like look at it, like two karma cards, and almost like on the opposite spectrums. So are you going to allow this whole world rotates around this person, and that you are kind of like feeling, oh my gosh, without him or without her, I am nothing? Or are you going to just like say, look, you know, I know who I am? Because like, look at this. This is really asking you. Initially, you're going to have such high energy, and you're going to be on a high. You're going to kind of like get some realization, but it looks like it's kind of like going up and down. So, my dear Leo, let's do one more card for you, but don't forget that this is a general reading. It could be much different for you. So let me see what is the card for your guidance. Exactly, you deserve love. And I think this is the key. The key is like that you're blaming on this person. How could you do that to me? And which is valid. and we all have to kind of like figure out. But you know, instead of like crying over the dripping blood, just try to kind of put a band-aid on it and work on it, because right now you looks like you keep repeating the scenarios that have been really bad, and they're bothering you, some maybe harsh words, etc. By doing that, you're only injuring yourself instead of like moving forward. This is clearly telling you, look, you're lovable, you have everything that you need, and this person was just a little speck, an otherwise speckless kind of like fabric. So you need to realize that you know, this is telling you this is over, kind of cutting this off. So dear Leo, don't forget to come on my live sessions. It is 11 o'clock Saturday EST. You need to participate in order to be considered for a free reading. So it's a great opportunity with actually coming and saying hi, and also contributing with your energy for the general readings. So I hope to see you there, and I really hope to see your comments. And just so you know that if you click this button and if you subscribe, you're going to be invited to that live reading, so you will know when it happens. Thank you so much. Love you. All the best.